I have to apologize about something as well. In the background of these of the camera, you're not gonna be able to see this, but this is more like an apology to people who are listening. Uh, my friends wanted to carry on playing a game, so I've had to leave my computer in the background still running the game because I'm hosting the server. So if it gets distracting in the background, sorry.
So we've got 30 odd degree heat and you've got a computer running constantly in your house.
Not constantly.
Okay.
In fairness, today is probably a bad day to do a podcast recording. It is far too hot.
My studio is 45 degrees. I tried to sit in there. I've got my little thermometer and I was like,
Nah.
nah. The sun is literally just beaming down on it.
Was trying out some electric cars today. Also a bad day to be doing that.
You were driving.
No, not me. My mum is buying a new electric car.
Nice.
She's looking at the Volvo.
Oh, Volvo got some lovely electric cars. Is it a kind of small 4x4 type car?
Yeah, something 5 and 4 variant.
If it's an ID4 and ID5, that's Volkswagen. Volvos are like the EX. I think they're called EX somethings.
What's the other company that starts with a V? They're like 3 car companies.
Vauxhall, Volvo, Volkswagen. That's all I can think of. Vauxhall?
Vauxhall? They're Italian.
Ah, Vauxhall's like a British brand, isn't it? Peugeot's French. What's an Italian car?
Oh no, French. It's French.
Okay, so yeah, it could be Peugeot, could be Fiat, could be Renault.
Renault. Yeah, Renault 5. Renault 5 and Renault 4 is what we've been looking at.
Wow, Renault 5 is really impressive, isn't it? I've seen it on the road.
It is nice. It's a nice drive. The UI is really good.
Is it?
Yeah. I quite like it compared to other cars where I just think their UI has been a complete mess. This time it's actually interesting to at least look at. That being said, have you seen the Ferrari?
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah.
And I saw the reactions too. What do you think?
I was going to ask you the same question. I like it quite a bit, actually. I think
Yeah.
I've never been a Ferrari person. I've never been a car person. They're not really my expertise or interest. But I do quite like the look of that Ferrari.
I loved it. Yeah, I was really surprised by it. But absolutely loved the shape. I really liked when the BMW, it's going back some years now, they released I think it's called the i8, and it was their kind of sports car based, and it was a hybrid car.
Mm.
First time they'd done that. And it's got a very similar shape, but evolved to the i8. But what I like the most about it is the interior. I love the interior of that car from what I've seen so far.
Especially pretty much the UI and the screens look amazing. I love the fact that the clock in the design is kind of separate in this weird way.
Yeah.
Or I watched a Marcus Browley video on it yesterday.
Oh, has he done one, has he? I'll have to check it
Yeah.
out.
And it's just too nice. It's too nice of an interface, and I really hope that a lot of car companies learn from it at least.
Yeah, Top Gear done a video on it.
Mm.
I guess they had a press day and everybody was there then. But they skimmed over the tech a bit, so I'm glad MKPHD's done one. I'll have to check it out. I really like the back seats. I really like what they've done with the back seats and the tech in the back and the subtleness of the design. It's just really well thought out.
Mm.
But I ain't going to look at it too much because I'm sure it's going to be 200 grand or something silly like that.
It's incredibly expensive. I think it's something like 20,000 something.
20,000? That's cheap.
No, that's why I know I'm wrong.
I'll buy two.
440k.
What? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's why, because Johnny Ive done the design, right?
Mm.
Or his team did.
Yeah.
And that's why they've gone, this is perfect for him. Like, no expense spared. Let me just, every detail, every material. I saw like the key, when you put the key in, you get the e-ink yellow, pops up on the gear knob and things like that. Yeah, there's a lot of nice touches.
Talking of keys, being able to try out these new electric cars, why are keys or dongles getting so large? Why? Because they used to be on key rings, and now that they're these separate, huge things that you kind of show off. When did this start? I don't like it.
That's a shame. I didn't even know that. That's a shame though. Why do we still even have keys?
Yeah, I mean they're good for a backup.
For a backup, yeah.
Yeah.
But all the phone suppliers now, I think iOS and Android both have their own protocol for car keys now, right?
Yeah, they do.
No, we don't need keys. It's the thing of the past. Just get in the car and push the, or not even, I don't even think you should have the button. I think that's just confusing. Just get in the car and go.
Now, so the car that my mum is currently driving, another electric car, that is what happens. As soon as you get near the car, it unlocks. When you get in the car, I think you just put your foot on the pedal and it starts.
Cool. What car's that?
Oh, now you're testing my brain. It's not great, I have to admit. It's not got a great mileage. It's very light, so it does move very fast. It's a good city car. That's about it.
It's like a Nissan or something.
No, it's not Nissan. This is how much I don't know about cars. I'll have to get back to you on that because I generally don't know what the name of it was.
But that's how the future should be. A car should be like a bike. You know, you just get on it and go. As long as it can be safe and secured, why not?
Yeah. Before we continue or move on to a different one, I do want to mention one more thing about that Ferrari.
Yeah.
I really like the fact it has a display in the back seat.
Mm-hmm.
That is incredibly useful because it tells the passengers that how many more miles you can drive, extra information, cooling. It's just great. I think it even when you open up maps or something, it moves maps to the back so you know how long your distance. It's going to be a great taxi car.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't imagine too many people, taxi drivers, using it there.
No, but there will be some places in America, let's say Las Vegas or something like that, where they'll show off.
Yeah, it's great. The back seat experience is amazing, and I think that's where the difference is with this car. We've got cars of all tech in the front. I know there isn't anything on the level of the interior, but the back is where the difference is made. It just looks luxurious to me. It looks like there's loads of room. You can sit back and you've got, your little screen down the front. And I like the way they tack things on or build the screen around the kind of fixtures rather than just having the rectangle like they do in other cars.
Yeah. It's kind of funny, though, that Johnny Ive's team, at least, is the designers behind this because it seems like they've taken the approach of adding to the car or the interfaces that we used to have compared to the Macs they used to make or the iPads where they just kept removing stuff away.
Yeah.
So it's quite the opposite type of design. And Johnny Ive has always been a mixed bag with me. I said this on my Blue Sky account. I don't think that he's an amazing designer. Well, it's mixed. Like I said, he is a good designer, a really good designer, but he can screw up when he's not directed well.
Yeah. When he's given free rein, he goes a bit OTT, does he?
Yeah.
Well, his vision for the iPhone was like just one sheet of glass, wasn't it? That's what he wanted to be eventually with nothing else.
Yeah.
And that's not realistic.
I mean, so many sci-fi shows that I used to watch had glass phones where it'd be see-through entirely. That doesn't make any sense now. Nobody wants that. You wouldn't have a camera. As much as I would love to not have a camera, a lot of people now, that's why they buy a phone.
Yeah, absolutely. So you like the Renault 5? That's the car you like?
Yeah, the Renault 5 is really nice.
My first car was a Renault 5. E-Reg 1987. And this version of the Renault 5 is based on my Renault 5.
Yes. I didn't notice initially.
And it feels like it looks like it. The interior, they've just got little touches of the interior that looks the same. So in a way, I've already had the car, so it's fine.
There's a load of little hints in it every now and then to its past design. Apparently the backlights are based on it. There is this weird thing that on the window at the front, there's a little rooster on the front of it for some reason. I don't know why that's there.
I don't know what that means. My car didn't have a rooster, but there was a lot missing from my car. It barely drove.
Did you look at the Google I/O event?
Yes, I watched it.
You watched it?
I watched the whole event live. Well, tell a lie, I watched about half of it live, fell asleep, and then watched the highlights the next day.
You have watched way more than me then. It looked terrifying from what they discussed. I mostly watched the recaps or read articles about it afterwards. There was no way I was going to sit there for 2 hours.
I mean, it's just AI. That's all they're talking about now.
They mentioned a Gemini redesign on the Android interface, Gemini intelligence. Don't know where they got that idea from.
I thought that was quite funny.
A smarter pause point where it kind of learns how you use your phone and try and encourage you to stop using your phone in certain ways. Odd thing. And Gemini can now solve diseases according to the DeepMind team. Or they're targeting towards
cancer they were talking about, and then everybody clapped, and I thought, come on, we all know that is not going to happen. But, you know, whatever you can do to sell a device.
There is a really interesting documentary about DeepMind made by YouTube that is available on YouTube and Amazon Prime for some reason. But I'd recommend watching it on YouTube because you don't get adverts then. That is about how DeepMind became a thing, how the CEO has been trying to solve the genome problem.
That's scary.
Of predicting a genome. It's very, very interesting. I'll link it in the description of this podcast and I'll send you a link to it if you haven't seen it.
That is very scary. Yes, please show me that.
It was quite terrifying because the first thing that I saw out of it was from The Verge, where they had, I think his name's Neil, I think he's head editor of The Verge, discussing all of the terrifying things that they went up on stage to say.
I didn't find it that terrifying. More boring. It's just AI bore.
It was pretty boring, yeah. But when you take it out of context, it's slightly more terrifying.
My favourite feature, I'm into agentic AI, like getting the AI to work for you. And I think it's interesting that this now, from August, I think it is going to become a real key part of Chrome. I think it'd be interesting to see how regular PC users adopt that, because Google have a clever way of getting you to use their features. Like, they was quoting their numbers of the amount of people that use Gemini, but really it's because they've slapped it on the first result of Google and by default we're using Gemini. I wonder how they'll get people to use agentic AI.
Yeah, I will say that Gemini is the AI I use if I want anything, any sort of help with anything visual. If I'm stuck trying to fix my computer, then I will go and grab Gemini or my Android phone and run Gemini on that just to figure that out. That's the only time I use it. Every other time I'm using Claude because I usually need help with writing compared to anything else.
Well, they've got the new Gemini feature, I don't know what it's called, or Google feature, sorry, Google Search, where you search for something and then the AI will make a visual for you to describe that problem. And they used like some sort of astronomy for it there. And I thought that is going to be really handy, because for me, sometimes I need to visually see something to understand it, especially when it comes to like rigging things up and diagrams.
Yeah, I mean, that is true. It's going to be very helpful for that. But at the same time, there's a few caveats with it. The fact that that is now taking away being able to go on these websites to try and get these sources, because it's just going to be using that data and then recreating it easier for you instead of you having to go and search for it, which is both a good and a negative because it takes away from those articles or those websites, while at the same time providing an easier access for any user. But then the other downside is, for some reason, it regenerates a new one every time.
Oh, really?
It allows you to be way more specific, but they do have that whole problem that they're going to have to redo it every time, which just takes up so much processing power.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
What about the Gemini? I'm just looking it up now. Gemini Omni.
Their new version.
Yeah. That looks amazing. The demonstration they've done.
Really? Because I didn't think it seemed that different.
I'd never used it before, so to me it was all new.
I do think Google, and this is because I was listening to the Waveform podcast, they might need to tone it down a little bit on naming everything.
Yeah.
It is a little bit insane.
Well, now everything's Gemini something, right? Gemini Toast has come up next.
How long until we have Gemini Chrome? Just called Gemini Chrome or Chrome Gemini or whatever.
Yeah.
That being said, there were another few more features that were interesting. Android Auto integrating Gemini into it does seem slightly useful. The fact that it can now purchase stuff for you is incredibly odd. I wouldn't trust that one bit. I mean, people didn't trust that with the Echo Dots or those buttons. Those both failed. So will this actually succeed? I mean, who knows?
I mean, if it's going to purchase something for me, I would hope that I could set, or it would look at my history and see what kind of a shopper I am. Like, do I like to spend a lot of money on certain things? Actually, do you know, I wouldn't trust it. There's no way I'm giving a robot permission to spend money out of my account for me to then say, no, I wanted to spend £30, not £300.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to make it more and more difficult. Google are really successful at forcing us to give them our data.
Yeah.
Because the more and more features they bring out, the more and more we are involved, and we have to give our data to get the best performance out of it. I'm not a person who does that. It irritates me, so I probably wouldn't have a good experience with any of these tools now. I mean, I've been away from Google for 3 years now, 3 to 4 years, and the only thing I go on Google for now is every so often I check my emails, and every so often I check YouTube Studio, and that's it.
So what do you use for search?
I am a DuckDuckGo user,
Okay.
which is technically Bing in the background, but we just don't mention that. There was also the Google Book mentioned at the Android event.
What's that? Did I miss that?
So it sounds like they're restarting and getting rid of the Chromebook and bringing in the Google Book.
Oh, the device, yes.
Yeah, which is a complete redesign and a restart. Apparently, we don't know too much about it because it seems to still be in development. All I know is it has a light bar.
A rainbow light bar, yeah, that's cool.
Which I hope it will be addressable and able to be changed per notification. It's not just when you press Gemini, someone else will know. Because it would actually be generally very useful if you could set it up so when you don't want to be disturbed or you're in a meeting, it would go red on the background. That would be amazing, incredibly useful.
Because it's on the outside of the shell, right?
Yes. It's pretty much their equivalent of the Apple logo, the glowing Apple logo.
Ah, I was hoping it would be like, I don't know if you remember, maybe 4 generations ago on MacBooks, you used to have the light indicator on the side to see how much battery you had.
I really want them to bring that back.
I love that. I don't know, for the life of me, why did they remove that feature? It was the most useful thing. I tapped my little battery and I could see what I had left out of 5 bars.
So cool.
I thought it was going to be something like that, where it just kind of give you an energy meter. That'd be great.
That would also be very useful. If you closed it, then it showed your battery. That would be great.
Yeah.
You just made me sad now because I remembered that feature and it was so good.
That, I'll tell you what, right? That feature and the screensavers on Apple, I don't know why, but they were the things that really made me want to buy a Mac.
Yeah.
Because they were just really slick. And honestly, they're what got me on, aside from them having Logic Pro on them. But yeah, little things like that, it's the little touches.
I think I've mentioned this before in the past, but I remember going around other people's houses where they would just have the rainbow effect one just playing in the background while music was playing. It was great. Always great.
But Windows did have Vista, and Vista had a couple of nice ones too. They copied, but didn't catch on.
We are incredibly late to talking about this. Can you predict what I'm going to talk about?
I mean, it must be really late.
Yeah, we're about a month late.
Okay, let's talk about it.
After the last episode, maybe a week or two afterwards, they announced this. Apple has a new CEO starting in September.
Yes.
And what do you think?
I don't know. I don't know what the actual take on it is, but his name's John, right?
John Ternus, yeah.
John Ternus, but someone, Tim Cook was there for a long time, so I'm not surprised, and I don't think it's a panic reaction, but that's kind of what I saw on TikTok at the time. I think it's about time.
I agree.
Let's take a new direction.
I'm very much looking forward to this phase. Tim Cook has been an amazing CEO, really good. He's made some mistakes, but we know how good he is at manufacturing, and he's going to be staying around as some sort of support anyway.
On the board, right?
Yeah. That being said, I'm so excited to have a designer or a product person back on the team again, or back running the show. It's been a while. I mean, I'm not expecting a new Steve Jobs, and I'm not expecting a Tim Cook. I'm intrigued to see what his approach will be, or I'm hoping we'll see an innovation. Again, I'm not expecting this to be immediately. CEOs don't just suddenly become able to manufacture whatever they want. They usually take some time. That being said, Steve Jobs did do that when he came back in. He did cut off a load of stuff. Yeah.
Got rid of SKUs, yeah.
Yeah. I'm genuinely looking forward.
Okay, I'm glad you are, but Disney had their recent CEO change, didn't they?
Yeah.
Bob Iger left and Bob Chapek came in like lockdown time, and he had an immediate impact and almost destroyed the company within 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
So they can have a really quick impact. So I think we need to be careful and watch what's going on because they're not too big to fail. I know you hear that term a lot, but time after time we've seen massive companies take the wrong direction.
Yeah.
I would look out for them because he's a product guy, a manufacturing guy, a design guy. I would look out for them having too many products and just making a lot of things.
That is a fair point, and that probably will happen, but that will be a longer period than just suddenly. And he is the guy that is in charge of current designs, and he's probably known that he's going to be CEO for about a year, maybe 2 years now. So he's had some time to come up with some ideas of what he's going to do, but it's still going to be that nerve-wracking situation when he actually swaps over. It's going to be fascinating to see how Apple changes. But again, it won't happen immediately.
Do you think he's going to do the events from next month?
Yes, I believe that he will probably be the main person of the event, not Tim Cook. In fact, it's possible that Tim Cook isn't in it at all.
Wow, that's crazy.
He's never really liked focusing on him. He's had interviews in the past where he doesn't really want to talk about his personal life or how he affects the company. He'd rather just talk about the company. So it wouldn't surprise me if he just stood back, maybe opened it, but that's it. I don't think he would close it or anything. Just maybe step back and let John Ternus run it. Because we saw that with the MacBook Neo announcement. In the UK, John Ternus was the person who announced that.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
I didn't notice that. I think Tim Cook has got a really interesting story. I'd love to read a biography of him when it eventually comes out, because he's a bit of an accidental hero, really, isn't he? He didn't, CEOs are normally ruthless. They're all fighting each other to be CEO over the years. It landed on him. And he took over, and in a really tough transitional period where the company's really successful, but one of your good friends has passed away, he's made this company the biggest company in the world, I'm guessing, right now, and tripled its value or whatever he's done. It would be really interesting to hear his story, because he doesn't really want to be the guy, but he is the guy.
I believe he does have a biography, but it's a few years out of date now.
Really?
I'd probably recommend actually the book Apple in China, because that is a lot about his manufacturing. You learn kind of how he approaches stuff.
Okay.
And how he is actually kind of feared, which I didn't know about. He seems like this really nice guy.
Tim Cook. That's funny.
If someone lies about how much production they did, let's say in one meeting they said, we're going to produce 700 iPhones this week, which is quite low actually. And they said, good news, we made it to 500. Then he's going to have a go at them.
Wow.
And Apple in China is generally a really good book, along with the Apple 50 Years or whatever it's called from David Poe. 2 books I've just finished. Got another Apple book now added to the queue because a new one's been added. Okay. Which is about Next.
Oh yeah, the OS.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that book as well. Do you think there'll be any new products?
Event coming up.
From John Ternus, do you think he'll be announcing any new products?
Like a new product category, maybe?
Yeah, I think it's unlikely, because when we had Tim Cook first start, the Apple Watch and the Vision Pro have both been his sort of adding to the ecosystem. Apple Watch has become far more successful than the Vision Pro, sadly.
What about AirPods as well? AirPods is Tim Cook.
Yes. Do you know what? I'm going to bring that up. I have been a firm hater of the AirPods.
Why?
They look ugly. The audio quality is meh. And the whole being locked into an ecosystem didn't seem like something I wanted for headphones.
Yeah.
That being said, I did buy myself some.
They got you.
They got me. I'm even more in the Apple ecosystem now. About maybe 4 weeks ago now, I bought myself the AirPod Pro Frees, and they are amazing.
Are they? I really want them.
They're really good. The noise cancelling, it really is. You just put them on, it's magic. Everything goes.
Yeah. And they've got like the head nod and stuff, right?
Yeah, which seems really cool, but not great. It works perfectly. You just look absolutely mad. You're walking down the street and the message gets sent, and you're just nodding your head back and forth. You do look insane.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you're really deep into Apple now.
I really am, yeah. We started this podcast and I had no Apple products.
Yeah.
And now I've got so many, too many.
Oh, Jesus.
And I do really like the headphones quite a bit. It might actually be my favorite Apple product now. I've got to test it a bit longer, but they have been seamless.
That's good.
I've been working on a YouTube review of them coming out soon. Back on the whole John Ternus thing though, is there anything you would want him to either bring back or introduce?
You know what? I think I've already said it. Bring back the power button or the battery indicator.
Yeah.
And maybe, and I think you might say this as well because you kind of gave me the idea, but maybe an Apple camera.
Apple camera, interesting. Okay.
They're my things. How about you?
I would want them to bring back the airport hub thing, but create it for AI. I've mentioned this quite a few times.
Yeah, I love my Airport Extreme.
I think it's really good timing to bring this out now. to have a unified, because they have this whole problem that they have to access your data and they want it to keep it local. If people want to be a pro user, why not give them a pro box that they just run their AI on for the house? And then that means that their phone's calling back to a local server instead of a distant server. That would be amazing.
They could do the whole Apple safety privacy thing. Yeah.
The other thing is I really want them to bring back live demos, at least just for WWDC. Because it's fun seeing the mess ups. We don't have those moments anymore. It's all too clean. I don't mind it for the iPhone event or let's say the Mac event or these other events. But if we could just have it for WWDC, that would be amazing.
I agree. It would make sense because it's not really a product. You know, the risk is a lot lower than doing a product announcement. It's normally software, they play little videos on the screen, they talk about it.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Because the iPhone event is the most important event to them of the year. But WWDC, that's for us. It's the nerds who want to know what features are coming out, what's happening, and if there's a new announcement of a new product. No one else really cares about that.
I've got one more thing. How about, and obviously this is not immediate, but how about an Apple car? I mean, Ferrari have basically just made an Apple car. Why don't Apple make an Apple car?
Based on the fact that they just scrapped that idea maybe 2 years ago, I don't think they'd do it. And if they did, I think they would buy a company.
I don't mind, as long as they do it and then they put their touch to it.
I think that's the only reason why we have Apple headphones is because they brought Beats. They have that entire team behind them. So I think they would have to buy Rivian or Tesla or one of these other companies.
Rivian would be a great company to buy.
Rivian would be great. I don't think I'll ever see a Apple car in my life. I don't think it's possible, but I might have to eat my words one day. If you're enjoying the show, there's a whole lot more where this came from over at wonkypod.com. We run a bunch of shows there, like Viewfinder, which is our walk and talk street photography podcast, Screen Free, where we get into the film development and reviews, and coming very soon, Overthink, a documentary-style deep dive into the creative world. Head over to wonkypod.com to support us on Patreon and keep this all going, and it's free. Right, back to it. We've got Dub coming up. I don't even know. Like, what do you think they're going to announce at WWDC this year?
I bet they're going to announce iOS 27. What do you reckon?
Yeah. I don't think you're wrong about that.
I don't know, really. From what all the things we're hearing, is going to be a bit of a revision and just making sure it's a bit more stable. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
But also, it would be nice to have a new feature or two. I would like better CarPlay. Just better integration with CarPlay. But I can't think of much else.
I want them to bring out the HomePods and the Apple TV 4K that apparently have been waiting for the Apple Intelligence update to actually be useful to them.
You want hardware?
I do want hardware, but I do not believe that's going to happen. That's just my hope. I think I agree with you. It's mostly going to be fixing stuff.
Yeah.
I think that this year might be the year that they announce Apple Intelligence again with everything updated and fixed. And we'll get probably a chatbot Siri come out, or I've seen rumors of a new Siri redesign, even though we just got a new Siri redesign.
We don't need one.
Yeah, apparently we're going to get another one. And we're going to get a liquid glass design update, which is desperately needed. Please fix the corners on the applications. That still drives me mad. Right now, I have 3 applications in front of me. They're all different sizes. Apple, please fix.
Yeah.
With this new announcement of Apple Intelligence, we know it's going to be Gemini in the background, technically.
Do we know that?
Yeah, pretty much.
Do you reckon that's why they've changed it to Gemini Intelligence, so they could do some kind of co-branding thing?
Maybe. I don't know. I think it will still be called Apple Intelligence powered by Gemini. That's what I imagine it will be like. It's going to be a slow one this year, I think. That's my predictions. It's not going to be an exciting event.
I mean, I remember when Snow Leopard came out, and that's exactly what Snow Leopard done. The response was really positive, and I think because they've had that in the past, they're not, it can be tempting to do what Google have just done and just go loads of stuff, just so that you don't lose your team or your people. But I don't think Apple are that worried about that at the moment. Yes, the Apple Intelligence thing needs to come back. I am concerned, however. I've got an iPhone 15 Pro Max, and that phone was like the first one to get the support officially. Are they still going to honour it and keep supporting from that level, or is it going to be 17 plus?
They might have to, really. It depends on how they want to tread. We've seen how they are very defensive about the Apple Store itself and the App Store. So it could go either way. It could be that they go, right, anyone who missed out on the promise, I'm afraid you're not getting it. That being said, they did do an announcement recently saying that pretty much they're going to give back some money to every person who was promised that feature from the iPhone 15 to 16, I believe.
That's not completely true. There is an asterisk there.
Is there?
It's if you're in America.
Ah.
All of the US purchases only.
That sucks. I didn't know that.
But someone done a breakdown of it, but versus devices, and it worked out something like $15 or something silly like that.
Yeah, it's not high. Do you think there'll be any mention this year of the iPhone Fold? I don't think there will be. I don't think they're going to announce. They might announce features for the iPhone that says we now have made an adaptive UI, which means it will scale.
Yeah.
Which would be a slight hint towards it.
Absolutely. It will be that, or once the betas come out, developers will go, oh, there's code in here for a dual screen, blah, blah, blah. Oh, that's exciting. We've nailed it. That's going to be his product, isn't it? It's going to be the Fold.
Probably.
It's going to be a new category of phone. That's going to be the one for the near future. And then long term, he'll come up with something more revolutionary. But yeah, I would love to see the Fold. I'm gagging for a new type of device. I've been looking back through retro. I'm so sad. I've been looking on YouTube videos. I'm typing in my old phones that I can remember from 99, 96, 97, 96. And they do these evolution videos of a brand like Ericsson and showing all of their phones. And phones were just so much fun.
Yeah.
There were so many designs, so many form factors. They were just fun, and you're not going to get those feelings. When I look back at my iPhone 6, I'm not going to get nostalgic because it still looks like my iPhone 15.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
So yeah, we need something new with phones now. It's been a long time.
Do you think he'll carry on the whole? Because with Tim Cook, we've had the one more thing. Do you think he'll carry that on, or will come up with his own catchphrase?
Oh, how many times did Tim Cook do that? He done it for the Apple Watch, and I think he done it for the headset as well.
And the Vision Pro.
That's what I mean, the headset, the Vision Pro. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the headphones.
And I didn't do it for those. Oh, he's done it quite a few times.
Has he?
5 times.
5 times. For what products?
Apple Watch 2014, Apple Music 2015, iPhone 10, of course, 2017.
I forgot about the iPhone 10.
MacBook Pro with M1 chip 2020 and Vision Pro 2023. And when you look at that, he under his tenure, he has had some massive products, hasn't he?
Yeah. If we are looking back, what do you think is his best product?
Jesus. It could be Apple Music, funnily enough.
That is fair, because that has done very well. The services are definitely something that he brought in that have been very successful. Apple TV is amazing. It's one of my favorite things out there. Apple Music is a bit of a mixed bag for me. It's so close to being perfect, but I'm still on Spotify.
I mean, functionally, whatever, but market share.
Yeah.
iTunes was on its way out. Apple needed something, and there were so many other competitors at the time. And Spotify already had a head start, but Apple have, they've got quite a big market share, haven't they? Obviously not as big as Spotify, so I think that's probably one of the most important. What about you?
The M1. That has to be the best, because that simultaneously brought me back to Apple. The moment I saw the M1, I was like, I can buy a Mac again. I can be back on, and it won't be terrible. It won't be an overheating. The last Apple computer I had was the 2016 Intel Mac Mini, and it was
Mac Mini. Oh, geez.
Terrible. It just overheated all the time. I couldn't get much done on it, and I very quickly gave up and swapped to PC. The M series has been amazing. I have absolutely loved being on the M2. It has started chugging now, which is annoying me.
Has it?
Yeah, especially in the heat that's been the last few days. I tried DJing early today, and it just kept cutting out in the music. It wasn't good. But definitely the M series is the best thing. When it comes to the iPhones, I have not liked a lot of the phones in his generation, shall we say.
It's a tough one. Phones are so competitive, and I think we peaked years ago with phones. It's hard.
I do want to mention one more thing with the AirPods that I actually forgot to discuss. I've left on a feature on these AirPods that I didn't think I'd leave on.
Okay.
I really, really like spatial audio.
Oh, I haven't got that.
So turning it on, I haven't got it tracked to my head.
Oh.
Because that seemed pointless to me. Because especially when you're walking around the city, it's just going to move around. It's not going to be fun. But it kind of made me realize with these other headphones that they are very much in my ears. It's sometimes a little bit too much pressure on your head, and having it sound like there are just two speakers in front of you is perfect.
Yeah.
It's a really good way of listening to music, and you get a lot more depth in that audio. That being said, I am not a fan of the, shall we say, sound curve of these speakers, these AirPods. They're okay. They're perfectly fine. They're just not what I'm used to. The Kef MU3s just made music sound so much more exciting when it had this kick to every song, while these are just okay.
And you can't customize.
You can't, and that really annoys me. I'm a person who likes to customize my audio fully by either using a DAC or using apps to do it, and I just it's irritating when you can't change it at all.
Yeah.
And I tried using the whole personal ear checking thing where you will play some notes in your ears and you have to press buttons. It just doesn't work. I don't like it.
Does it not?
And not for me. It just made the bass disappear entirely, which was impressive, and just have these high tones. I know I did something wrong, but that's what I don't like about it. The fact that you just sit there and listen and push a button when you hear a noise. I don't trust that over a graphical EQ somewhere. I would rather mess around with a graphical EQ.
That was one of the features I really wanted to try out, actually, with the version 3s, and also the feature where you can train it to remove frequencies that you don't agree with. Because for me, there's frequencies around kind of 700 hertz that really hurt my head. And if I could wear headphones when I go to the cinema and that kind of frequency comes on, my experience would be much better. But if you're telling me it's not very good, then, well, I've saved myself a few hundred quid, a couple hundred quid.
They are good. I'm just picky. To put it in comparison, that video I was talking about earlier, where I was doing the presentation, I filmed it at home, but I had to go off for a family event. So we spent 2 to 3 hours in the back of a van. I wore my headphones and edited in DaVinci, and it was perfect for that. It's a perfect level audio for doing that.
Okay, great.
So it is good. It's just not exciting. But then the other headphones I had, the Kef MU3s, terrible name.
I know, I feel offended when you say that to me. I feel like you're swearing at me.
MU, oh, right, yeah, I see. Got it.
Kef MU.
Yeah, it's a terrible name. Yeah, those headphones were terrible for podcasts. You couldn't really get the detail out of them, and there was practically no noise cancelling. And my idea was I was going to replace them with nothing headphones. And this is the first time I've ever returned anything because the nothing headphones were terrible.
Oh, jeez.
I would not recommend them one bit to anyone.
They really look nice, though.
They do look really nice. And that's what I like. They look so much better than these headphones. John Ternus, if there's one thing I would love you to do, make these black. I want black headphones.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I don't want to see my earwax every time I take off the headphones, please. There's a whole funny story behind why I got the headphones.
Go on then.
We went to go and see Prodigy live. It was amazing, really good. In fact, I got to meet, what's his name? A really famous DJ. We were staying in a hotel.
Okay.
And he just walked past us. I'll send you a photo now. Carl Cox.
Carl Cox, nice.
Just walked past us.
What a DJ.
And that was a moment. And then Prodigy was just amazing. Really good. But one thing I was really intrigued about while watching Prodigy was how much my headphones would cancel out. And if they would work as ear protection. Because I've seen a lot of people wear the Apple headphones as ear protection.
Yeah.
And the answer to that is, sort of. It kind of works. It does block out some sounds, but when a bass really hits, then it just shuts down and doesn't know what to do.
Really?
So the day afterwards, my dad goes to pick up the headphones and just picks them up, buys them on a whim. And I think he's insane. And then we go to a burger place that's so loud, I can't hear him. So he puts on his headphones and we just start talking. And he can hear me clearly and I can't hear him.
Wow.
That was the feature that got me on board, was the idea that I could just put these headphones on and talk to another person in a loud environment. Because it was an incredibly loud environment that we were in. You could barely hear yourself talk.
And aren't they certified hearing aids now?
They are, yeah. There's a whole fun bit of trivia behind that of the hearing aids organizations or regulations lowered their expectations so more people could get hearing aids because so many people have hearing loss at an older age now.
Right, okay.
And that's how the Apple headphones, the AirPods, managed to get it. I think they were one of the first ones.
Oh, there's more now?
Yeah. These headphones, I then, about 3 days later, just picked them up, tried them, and immediately buy them. And I've not really looked back since. The only thing I've done is change the ear tips from their medium size to their large, because after about 2 weeks, they kept unsealing in my ears. That was odd, but they have been perfect ever since.
Well, I'm glad to have you aboard, and I'm glad you got the freeze. I'll probably have to wait till the fires because I keep losing mine and thinking, oh, I've lost them. Okay, I'm going to get a new pair. And I find them again. And they're just so serviceable. I can't think of a reason to upgrade from the 2s to the 3s. Apart from maybe the feature of they have a speaker built into the case. So maybe that would be a good reason for me to go up.
It is fun because every time I put it on to charge, it makes a little noise. Or I use my headphones so often now that they've started doing this battery safety mode. So when I put my headphones in, it makes a different noise to say they're not fully charging. They're only going to about 80% to make the life last longer.
Oh, right. Jeez.
There's tons of little fun things. There are annoying things as well, like connecting them to a non-Apple device, as you would expect, is not fun because you have to turn off all your Apple products.
Really? That's weird because I connect mine to my Fire Stick and they seem to just work.
I have to turn off my Bluetooth on my Mac and my phone, and then I have to double tap the front, and then I connect it to my, let's say, Steam Deck. And then when I go to reconnect it to my phone, for some reason, all my settings have reset, so I haven't done it again since.
Oh, wow.
But I have been, a whole new experience that I really enjoy now is I use the Apple TV way more than I used to because of the AirPods.
Yeah. Do they just automatically connect like they would with a laptop?
Yeah. If I want to watch a movie now and I don't really want to interrupt anyone else, or actually I just enjoy the experience because the audio quality is actually good enough for films, I just put my headphones in, go to the living room, press the TV remote, and I'm watching whatever I want. And then when I turn off the TV, it will connect back to my phone. So it is an incredibly good ecosystem that I really want to hate. I really don't want to like them, but they're so good.
So WWDC coming next week. I am hoping, do you know what? If we can get a round Apple Watch, that'd be great. A nice little surprise.
I'm still waiting for my Pebble Watch to get here. I ordered that about 2 months ago now.
Well, they just is it on back order? What's happened?
No, it was a pre-order and they said it would come out March. Now they said late March. Not March, sorry, May. Early May, now it's late May. Hopefully I'll get them soon. I got some confirmation emails recently. I did email them. I got slightly worried, but I'm looking forward to giving it a try. But yeah, it would be nice if... I mean, the Apple Watch hasn't changed, really, since it came out.
No.
The Ultra, I really like the Ultra, but can't justify getting it at all.
Yeah.
I do think Apple needs to do more mix and mash of colours. Because the Ultra has that hot silver with the orange buttons and stuff like that.
Yeah. That's
I would like an iPhone that's silver with orange buttons or any other sort of combination. That's what I'd like. Please bring that to the Pro or whatever. I don't really want the Pro, but that might be something interesting to at least add to it. John Ternus.
Yeah, we'll see if he does. I'm going to try a Pro on, I think, because my wrist... I don't know if my wrist is big enough to have a Pro on it, but that's the only thing that stops me.
I have never seen so many up-to-date iPhones. That Pro phone has done really well.
Yeah.
Every place I go to, especially in London, everyone has a Pro phone.
Yeah, like the 17.
Yeah. The 17 Pro is in everyone's hands. I don't know how.
Just goes to show, doesn't it? All we care about is the look. It looks different. Let's get it.
I mean, it could be that that's why people are getting it, or it might be the fact that because it looks different, I can notice it more compared to the other phones.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
I don't know which one it is. I'd love to know. And those Neo laptops, I've seen a few of those now.
Really?
I mean, when we went to go and try on the AirPods, there was a lot of people walking out of that store with Neos. I counted maybe 8 people walking out with them.
Yeah, I've got two students in one of my classes that have them.
I've not seen anyone actually use them, just buy them. Lots of people buy them. So I don't know what they're actually like.
I'm sure they're good enough for some people.
I did, I think I mentioned this in the last episode. I did go and try the MacBook Neo. I accidentally opened every single app possible just to see what would happen. And I left because it took too long to close them all.
Great.